Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome back to another edition of Straight Talk with Mike G. I'm Mike G, your life coach from sourceenergy.com. You can find us on the web. Uh, and like always, I'm here to assist you with strategies and knowledge and information about relationships. Hopefully, they will strengthen your relationships and give you better results in securing uh, the types of relationships that you want to have in your life. So, today, I was asked about communication. A client of mine, we were discussing what we say to people versus what do they hear. Um, that's a very interesting thing about us humans, based on obviously our history and experiences. We have a pre-trained idea of what we listen to and how we listen to certain things. There's certain things in your life that automatically raise red flags when you hear them. So those things have you listening differently than maybe I would, because I don't have a situation where there's red flags. I know that it's extremely useful and extremely helpful when you are trying to talk to and deal with another individual for solving problems, or maybe expressing yourself, getting your point across. Being able to do those things effectively largely depend on what the other person is actually capable of hearing. You try to have a conversation with someone who doesn't understand the language you're using, you're not communicating very well. Then the problem will remain or persist or get worse. Understanding who you're dealing with is extremely important to communication, and having more than one way of being able to express thoughts, ideas, problems. It's situational sometimes. Sometimes it's timing. I heard some really neat analogies. The wrong thing at the wrong time equals disaster. The wrong thing at the right time equals unacceptance. The right thing at the wrong time equals confusion. And the right thing at the right time is success. Sometimes timing has a lot to do with communication. How does this work in relationships? Well, your wife or your husband comes home from work, they had a difficult day already, and now you call yourself wanting to bring up more problems and more issues on top of that. I'm not saying you're wrong. You're probably not wrong. You're probably right. It's just that the timing of it, it's the right thing, but the wrong time. So your communication won't be as received, therefore it won't be as effective. So timing plays a big part in our communication. And we can get more into this in another in another segment, but I want to make sure you also understand communication has a lot to do with your body language, not just your words. You can walk by a coworker in the morning and they can say, hello and good morning, but it sounds a lot like, screw off, don't talk to me. Some people can say hello and good morning like they had a great evening, right? Someone says, you say good morning, and they go, good morning, that good morning. It sounds like you had a good night last night. So body language, voice inflection, whether you put your hand on someone's shoulder or whether your arms are folded when you talk to them, these are tells. They're subconscious tells, but they create the mood for the conversation that you're having. So when you're talking about being an effective communicator, you want to be someone who sort of sets the table and tries to understand that, when I'm talking to someone, how am I going to be effective? Am I communicating? Am I getting my point across? And what tools can I use to be able to do that? How can I express myself? And again, this is a big subject. It's a wonderful subject because it gives you insight into solving problems that have eluded you maybe for quite some time, and especially in relationships and dealing with people, because basically everything is people, isn't it? Everything is some form of communication. I have clients basically all over the country, and hopefully soon all over the world. And one of the things I teach my clients that are trying to understand communication is I try to remind them that everything is about people. If you sell shoes, you're not a shoe salesman because people buy shoes. If you're in the car business, you're not a car salesman. People buy cars. People go to restaurants. So you want to put yourself in a position to be an effective communicator. And again, we'll talk about more of this in future segments. I hope this helps you out. If you need me, you can always reach out. I want to help you anytime I can. Mike G, SECF @live.com. Thanks, guys. It's been great, and I'll talk to you again soon.